The digital age has transformed the landscape of horror storytelling, tapping into contemporary fears associated with social media and the internet. The omnipresence of digital platforms in our lives has led to a new genre of horror that exploits anxieties about privacy, digital identity, and online interactions. As we navigate, these narratives continue to evolve, reflecting current trends and issues. The rise of social media horror. Social media horror often revolves around the sinister consequences of online interactions. These stories typically feature supernatural entities, cyberstalking, and online challenges that spiral out of control. The underlying theme is the pervasive fear of the unknown and uncontrollable aspects of our digital lives. One prominent example is the phenomenon of online challenges that turn deadly. These challenges, often viral and seemingly harmless at first, can lead to tragic outcomes. For instance, the Momo Challenge that surfaced a few years ago encouraged participants to engage in self-harm. While later debunked as a hoax, it left a significant psychological impact, highlighting the vulnerability of young internet users. Cyberstalking and digital hauntings. Cyberstalking is another prevalent theme in social media horror. The ease with which personal information can be accessed and exploited online makes cyberstalking a terrifying reality. Stories of individuals being harassed, threatened, and manipulated through social media platforms abound. The sophistication of cyberstalking techniques has only increased, making it a persistent threat. A chilling real-life case involved a TikTok star known as Yander Freak, who accidentally killed her friend while showing off a gun during a cosplay gathering. The incident, which started as a casual social media meetup, ended in tragedy, illustrating the thin line between online personas and real-world consequences. This case underscores the potential for online interactions to escalate into dangerous real-world situations, emphasizing the need for greater awareness and caution in digital engagements. Horror movies and social media. The film industry has also embraced the theme of social media horror, producing a slew of movies that explore the dark side of digital interactions. Films like Deadstream, an influencer, depicts social media influencers who encounter supernatural forces while trying to boost their online presence. These movies tap into the fears of isolation, constant surveillance, and the pressure to maintain a perfect online persona. Deadstream follows a disgraced influencer who live streams his investigation of a haunted house, only to face deadly consequences. The film blends humor and horror, making a poignant statement about the lengths individuals go to for online fame. Similarly, Influencer tells the story of a social media star whose idyllic vacation turns into a nightmare after meeting a mysterious stranger. These narratives not only entertain, but also serve as cautionary tales about the potential dangers of the relentless pursuit of online validation. Digital privacy and identity theft. Digital privacy concerns are at the heart of many social media horror stories. The collection and misuse of personal data have become major issues, with platforms like TikTok facing lawsuits for allegedly violating children's data protection laws. A landmark case was filed against TikTok for collecting data from underage users without proper consent. This ongoing battle underscores the dangers of data exploitation and the loss of control over personal information. Another aspect of digital horror is identity theft. Stories of individuals having their identities stolen and used for malicious purposes are all too common. The horror lies in the helplessness and violation of one's digital self, which can lead to real-world repercussions. Furthermore, the psychological impact of such violations can be profound, leading to long-term anxiety and distrust of digital platforms. Supernatural entities in the digital world. The integration of supernatural elements into social media horror adds a layer of intrigue and fear. These stories often involve entities that use digital platforms to haunt and terrorize victims. For example, the movie Kimi explores the dark side of voice-activated technology, where a tech worker discovers a horrific crime through her smart device. The film highlights the invasive nature of technology and the potential for it to be used for sinister purposes. The chilling realization that everyday devices could harbor malevolent forces taps into deep-seated fears about privacy and surveillance. Moreover, the blending of the supernatural with advanced technology creates a compelling narrative that resonates with modern audiences who are increasingly aware of the potential vulnerabilities in their digital lives. Real-world impacts of social media horror. The impact of social media horror extends beyond fiction, influencing real-world behaviors and perceptions. The spread of misinformation and extremist content on platforms like Facebook has been linked to real-life violence and societal unrest. In Ethiopia, social media has been accused of fanning ethnic violence, demonstrating the powerful and often dangerous influence of digital communication. Similarly, the case of fitness influencer Brittany Dawn, who scammed her followers with fraudulent fitness plans, illustrates how easily trust can be exploited online. The fallout from such incidents can be devastating, leaving victims with financial losses and emotional scars. Virtual reality and augmented reality horror. The advent of virtual reality and augmented reality has introduced new dimensions to online horror. These technologies immerse users in environments that blur the lines between the virtual and real worlds, creating uniquely terrifying experiences. Virtual reality horror games such as Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and Phasmophobia place players in spine-chilling scenarios where the sense of presence and realism heightens the fear factor. Augmented reality horror experiences, like the mobile game Night Terrors, use the real-world environment to create interactive horror stories. Players navigate their surroundings while encountering supernatural entities visible only through their devices. This merging of digital and physical spaces amplifies the fear, making the experience more personal and immersive. The dark web, horror's new frontier. The dark web, a hidden part of the internet accessible only through special browsers, has become a notorious setting for horror stories and real-life horror. It is a breeding ground for illegal activities, from drug trafficking to human trafficking, and its anonymity provides a fertile ground for the darkest corners of human behavior. Stories of red rooms, where live-streamed acts of violence are purportedly broadcast for a paying audience, add to the dark mystique of the dark web. One of the most chilling aspects of the dark web is its potential to spill over into the real world. Reports of individuals receiving threatening messages or being stalked after venturing into these hidden networks are not uncommon. The fear of the unknown and the realization that such malevolent activities could be occurring beyond the reach of law enforcement make the dark web a compelling and terrifying subject for horror narratives. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content. Tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts and any creepy online stories you know of in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Stay safe and stay tuned for more videos.